All right, what is going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great night, great day, wherever you are. Welcome, welcome. Let me just pull this up here. Close this out. Okay. All right. All right. So here we go, man. So Anastyr, I don't even know how to pronounce this game. Anastyr, something like that. From Mythic Games and Sleeping Gods, Distant Skies have launched today. So what I was thinking I would start doing is maybe just start doing some live streams. I do want to do some more Kickstarter coverage. So I thought, what better way than to just hop onto a live stream, talk with you guys, and we can check it out the games together. Really excited about it actually, because I haven't looked at the games at all. So this is actually going to be my first time, like these campaigns at all. I basically just hopped onto the page, got them ready. I pulled up some Board Game Geek pages as well. So we're just going to look at a few things. I'm going to go over the whole campaign. I'm going to go through it with you guys. And, if I have any questions, hopefully you guys can help me out and we can just kind of take a look at the stuff together. So that's kind of the idea. I would like to start doing stuff like this a little bit more. It just, interacting with the community has been fantastic. So I just thought, let's just check out some Kickstarters together. These games look really interesting to me. I don't have Sleeping Gods. I have heard really good things. Everybody seems to praise the game. So I'm really considering, looking into this one and potentially backing it. So we'll see. And then Anastyr, Mythic Games. I tend to like Mythic Games quite a bit. And I haven't watched any playthroughs of it. I watched probably about 5 minutes of one. And, it looked kind of interesting, but, it is by Mythic Games, so I have to check it out. I am always curious about games that they put out. Like I said, I seem to like their games. So we'll just look into it and give it a shot. So, yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. And we're going to start with Anastyr. I wish I knew how to say Anastyr. I think I'm going to say Anastyr. I think so. I don't know. It's doing very well. About 300,000. 2,229 backers with 16 days to go. And this is on Kickstarter. I do have links to both of these campaigns in the description. So if you are curious, go ahead and check out those links and it'll take you right to the page. So yeah, Anastyr, Mythic Games, embark on an epic quest to save the world from the threat of Anastyr, Queen of Dragons. That's pretty cool. In this action-packed cooperative game. So, just scrolling down, we got a little story here. So let's see. So Anastyr takes place in our distant past when the Mediterranean was not yet a sea. A wild and mysterious raw world where black dragons are feared by men. A world threatened by the human queen of dragons, Anastyr. Anastyr, you assume the role of powerful heroes who go on a quest across Alberon to reforge the legendary World Spear and save the world. That's actually pretty cool. Reforge the legendary World Spear. I like the sound of that. During your odyssey, you will ride all kinds of mounts, okay, domesticated and wild, and face hordes of enemies and warlords. That picture right there is pretty sick. I gotta admit, that's a pretty sick picture. Like with this guy, like basically jumping off this like stone. That's pretty cool. I like it. That's pretty sweet right there. And it looks like it is a dice combat game. So I am definitely interested. Dude's on a map, right? Now, the one thing that was kind of, and we'll take a look at more, but one thing that was kind of throwing me off a little bit was like the board. The board art looks a little, I don't know, like you would think it doesn't look like anything I've seen before as far as, a board for board games. Anastyr is a cooperative board game for 1 to 4 players who embody powerful and valiant heroes set out to save the world threatened by the Queen of Dragons. The ultra-dynamic game mechanics that allow overpowering combos, Tile scrolling and fighting on all kinds of mounts are freely inspired by beat 'em up type video games. Okay. The incredible art of this barbaric and primitive universe imagined by famous artist Paleo Parente. And I know he did a lot, or they did a lot. I don't know if it's a woman or a man, but it did a lot of art for some Monolith games as well. Really good artist. It's brought to life thanks to spectacular and ultra detailed miniatures, some of them magnetic. Okay, that's interesting. Some of them magnetic. First time on Kickstarter? No, it is not. So why back now? By backing the game now, you're getting the best deal you will ever have. Exclusives, complete expansion, stretch goals, $15 value, avatar miniature for free, okay, during this Kickstarter campaign or higher, okay. If you take a companion pledge, so we'll take a look at that. $15 during the pledge manager or late pledge. Okay, okay. And the avatar, this rare and powerful creature is born. Is this the free? Okay, so this is the free thing you would get if you back now. So $15. This rare and powerful creature is born from the accidental fusion of several sylphae within the same nephelith. Okay, man, I'm really gonna butcher these words. The sylphae and the portal combine to form a single creature. This phenomenon is exceptional and only occurs when more than one use the same portal at the same time. Its multifaceted aura is amplified by his fuse nephelith. By nature, the avatar has multiple and chaotic personalities. Creating and maintaining a bond with this singular creature is not easy. But if you do, the avatar becomes a formidable companion. It looks pretty cool. Mythic has always had pretty good minis, so it's, you know, the minis in here are going to be top notch. Absolutely. And you can see some of them painted. They look pretty sweet. Like, I'm really digging the poses of them. Like, it really looks like, you know, this one's running through. I love that archer pose. Pretty sick. It is always nice to see some professional painted minis, right? Showing you what could be, but mine would just be all gray. All right, so the pledge levels. Okay, we got companion pledge 130. So this is the core box, avatar box. Let's see, I just want to check this. Avatar box free. Oh no. Come on. Come back, Jimmy. Okay, is it back? I think it's back. Okay, so I gotta flip back to the page. YouTube was kind of, all right, maybe it's OBS kind of acting up. Let's actually put this over here so we can see a little bit better. Okay. Companion pledge, core box, avatar box free. So that's the thing we were just reading. And applicable stretch goals. And that's going to be for 130. 2 booklets, rule book, and scenario guide. Okay. 9 dice, 8 adventure dice, and 1 fury dice. 6 hero cards. Okay, so there's going to be 6 heroes in there. 9 double-sided adventure tiles. Okay. 350 plus cards, 74 plastic minis, 80 various tokens, and 16 damaged loot markers. Okay. 130. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's about normal, right? And there's all your minis and stuff like that. I do kind of like that they're going to be like this color. Man, this, don't tell me this is acting up. Come on, YouTube or OBS. I forget which one who's doing it. I don't know. But I do like that the minis are like, you know, kind of different colors instead of just gray. I've really started to become a fan of that just because it's easier to distinguish if you don't paint them. You know, so you can, you know, when all that stuff is on the board, it sometimes can be really hard to see what's what if they're not painted or anything like that. So if they are this different color, you know, maybe you can tell, you know, this is a boss or that's a boss and stuff like that. These are the heroes, you know. So I do like that. I do really like that. And is this still? Hopefully it's going still. I don't know. All right, so that is the core box. Yeah, these tiles, like these tiles look a little bit better on the board for the board tiles, and like this lava tile stuff looks interesting. I think it was just this picture. You know, in the 5 minutes of the playthrough that I pulled up, it did kind of seem like I think they had this board as well. And I believe it was like, I don't know, like it looked kind of cool, but it just looked kind of bland to me, right? It's like, I know this is probably supposed to be high grass and stuff like that, but I don't know. I just feel like the artwork on this maybe could have been slightly different. I don't know. We'll have to see more. Maybe they have more. And then they have the Dragon Pledge. So 160. This is the core box. You get the avatar box again, stretch goals, and Solace expansion. Okay. Looks like a nice cool dragon on there. So yeah, this looks like it's going to be a dragon. Legends speak of an ancestor red dragon who offered fire and protection to humanity. He was among the first to engage in a merciless battle against the Black Dragons and their master, the ruthless Dokar. No one knows what happened to this prior ally of mankind. Will our heroes find his trail to help them in their quest and fight Anastyr? That's pretty cool. So he's not a boss. He actually aids you. Dude, that mini is sick. Look at that. That is sick. That thing is freaking awesome. What is this? Is this the magnetic? Oh, snap. Look at that. This cosmetic expansion contains the legendary red dragon miniature that replaces a cardboard component from the core box. A unique magnet system allows you to attach any rider miniature to this imposing mythical creature. I like that, dude. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That is sweet, man. Look. You just pop her right on there. She's flying a dragon. Sweet, dude. That's pretty sick, man. I like the dragon as well. That is pretty cool. So one mini, two interchangeable magnetic backs. Okay. Okay. That's pretty cool. Some more painted minis. All right, so here are the stretch goals. And what is this? This icon indicates a new stretch goal has been unlocked and added. This icon indicates that an alternate sculpt has been added to the unlocked stretch goals and will replace existing miniatures. Okay. Okay, title bars indicate whether it be in the core box or named expansion. An expansion stretch goal, when added, is matched by the addition of a stretch goal to the core box. Okay. All right, so what have we unlocked right here already? All this stuff. Yeah, what are we at right now as far as the price? Almost 300,000. Okay. All right, so they unlocked the campaign mode, campaign booklet, 72 hero cards. Okay, so a campaign. That's in the core box. Alternate sculpt for the trackers. 5 alternate plastic miniatures in the core game. Okay. So they also added Warrior Brother. That looks pretty cool. 5 plastic miniatures, 1 enemy card. Additional horse, 2 plastic minis, 1 with a magnet, and 1 beast card. Okay, so these are like more mounts, I guess. Alternate slaughterer, 3 alternative plastic minis, okay, in the core box, and the High Father. That is super close to being unlocked. Look at that guy. Jesus. Wow. Okay, 1 plastic mini, 1 enemy card, and that's at 300,000. Okay. All right. Add-ons. Okay, so this is the Solace expansion, that dragon that you can ride. $40. Now, what all came with this? Maybe it goes over the expansion a little bit more. Additional expansions. That's not just the mini, right? It's not just the mini. I don't know, man. 40 seems kind of steep. I mean, it does look sick. I mean, that is painted, but I would hope you would get like some extra scenarios with it at least, right? Game highlights. Okay, so let's find out a little bit. Scrolling adventure tiles. All right, so that's pretty cool. See, and I like this art a little bit more. I guess that is kind of the same tile. Yeah. Okay. See, I like this board. I like that second board a lot more. Like you take this off. That's pretty cool about the scrolling tiles. Like this board right here, I really like the look of that. I think it's just like kind of this one with like, I think it's a little bit too much grass. You know what I mean? I think it's just a little bit too much. Man, YouTube seems to be, I think maybe it's OBS. I don't know. I don't know if it keeps dropping or not. It's only a miniature that replaced a cardboard. Yeah, I saw it replaced the cardboard, but I mean it's only a mini. There's no extra scenarios that come with it. Man, I don't know for 40. I don't know about for 40. I do like this. These board tiles are pretty unique with the way that the edges go. That's an interesting decision. I think just with the maybe I don't know. I think the board's kind of growing on me a little bit. I do like this artwork. I do think it looks pretty cool. All right. So when the West Adventure tile no longer contains any heroes or enemies, remove the West Adventure tile and the East Adventure tile slides to the left and a new East Adventure tile is placed on the table. Okay. So is there only ever two? Is there only ever two at a time? It seems like it might be the case. Enemy spawn. Okay, at the end of the turn, new enemies spawn on the adventure tile. And if it is dropping, if you guys are kind of seeing it chopped up, you know, the feed, I do apologize. I don't know what's going on. Maybe OBS is just kind of dropping here and there. I'm not sure why. Okay, so it looks like there's 2 tiles max, maybe. Enemy spawn. At the end of the turn, new enemies spawn on the adventure tile. The spawn cards show enemy types, their level and numbers, and where they spawn on the adventure tile. Okay. So you're just going to keep scrolling through and more enemies are going to be spawning and stuff like that. Okay. Using spawn cards. Play a technique card. Each hero uses a deck of technique cards of 3 different colors, which provides specific combat or defense actions and use of the art and a multitude of other powers. Trigger combo. If you strategically store your technique cards where indicated on your dashboard to charge a combo, you can trigger a combo and unleash different powerful effects. Okay. I like the idea of combos a lot. You know, if you can like, you know, you're just kind of playing the game. Hey, it's a cool game, but that potential to like stack your hand up in a certain way over time to basically have this super move. I love that idea. Taming a wild beast. Your heroes can ride wild beasts, I like it, and benefit from their actions. To tame a creature, you must discard a technique card that matches the color of the beast's savagery stat or pass an art roll. And unleash fury. Okay. That's a pretty... Is that the character board? That's pretty crazy, man. Oh, whoa. Whoa, where'd I go? Oh, where'd I go? Did I go down too far? Yeah, I did. Jesus. Okay. All right, so what's happening here? So... Okay. That's a pretty cool move. Okay, attacks, explosion. Okay, guess he's rolling 4 dice, right? He does 4 damage to everybody. That's pretty cool. I do like that. Andrew, I have to jump on the Kickstarter wagon for Anastyr. Sam and JT did a playthrough, and boy, oh boy, this game is going to be amazeballs. Plus, the heroes have alt scarves to fit the mounts with magnets. Dude, Steven, I was just looking at that, man. That dragon. Oh, Jesus. That magnetic back that can swap out. That's pretty crazy, man. I haven't watched any playthroughs. I did watch about 5 minutes. I think of the one with Sam did on the Mythic Games channel. I think like 5 minutes of it, maybe not even. So I have no idea how it plays or anything like that. I'm basically just going through this for the first time. But that's cool to hear, Steven. I guess I'll have to watch that video. This looks pretty sick right here. I do like Mythic Games. I do tend to like their games. I do like this. This looks pretty cool. Okay. Grapple an enemy. When a hero grapples an enemy, they can throw them to eliminate or stun them. I like that. That's pretty cool, just grappling an enemy. A grappled enemy suffers a -1 defense penalty and loses all of its stats as well as its power. Okay. All right. Is this supposed to be playing something? Yeah, that's the only one I've watched. Okay. Yeah, and I think Rolling Solo had one as well. I'd be curious to check that one out. There's that free avatar mini painted, right? So what's in the core box? We got 2 booklets, rules and scenario guide, 9 dice, 8 adventure dice and 1 fury, 6 hero dashboards, 9 double-sided adventure tiles. I love that they're double-sided, right? 1 hero supply KO'd hero tile, 2 activation tiles, 6 hero fury cards, 18 enemy profile cards, 16 creature cards, 66 hero cards, 36 spawn cards, a lot of cards, 28 severe injury cards, 15 activation cards, 36 event, 48 loot, 24 boss event, 20 boss and mini boss ability, 24 caravan items, 40 quest, 12 boss and mini boss, 74 plastic minis, 80 plus various tokens, and 16 damaged loot markers. Yeah, that is quite a bit of stuff. The box looks like it's going to be pretty big, man. It looks like it's going to be pretty big. Each player assumes the role of a hero represented by a highly detailed, dynamically posed plastic mini. I do like the poses a lot. I do think the poses are really cool, like I mentioned earlier. Like this one right here, Brid. Dude, it's just like that whole running pose with the shields. It just looks sick. Okay, the Stone Avenger. Armed with her 2 shields, Brid has sworn to protect her companions, but she is able to use her shields offensively and charge at her enemies. All right, cool. She took some lessons from Pickett, right? Took some lessons from Pickett. Powers up those shields. Just charges in. This reminds me of old school Golden Axe. Yes, dude. Because it's that side-scrolling adventure it looks like, right? And the art reminds me of that old movie Fire and Ice. I haven't seen that. Yeah, I'm going to need to make more room on my shelves for this. Yeah, dude, I will say, well, let me ask you first, because I'm still learning all this as well. You watched the playthrough. Is it 2 tiles max, like 2 board tiles max, and then once you get to the end of this one or whatever happens, you basically just put a new one on that east side or whatever it was? It looked like it was 2 tiles max, which is still cool. I do like that side-scrolling aspect. I think that's going to feel different. And then let me also ask you this, Steven. How fast kind of was that? You know, because if it's just like you're sitting on one for like 30 minutes and then you're sitting on another one for 30 minutes, that's probably still okay. But I would almost want it like, you know, kind of moving along, you know, not fast, but I want to use that mechanic, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So the more that happens, I think the cooler that would be. All right, so that's Brid. Karak, the renegade. A renegade to his people, Karak is a dedicated and efficient assassin, well-versed in the art of hand-to-hand combat. Agile and mobile, he excels in different terrain. The dude has like a sick, like, what kind of animal? He's got to be wearing some kind of animal fur. That is sick. Undraw. daughter of the wind. Andral is a powerful shaman whose sword has 2 blades. That does look pretty cool. She uses the art of the wind to strike with exceptional power. Now we got Conrad. I think this guy's pose is my favorite. Just this guy is like jumping right off of this stone, dude, and it's just like, it's sick. This, it looks like he's holding a little mini shovel though. With an unparalleled survival instinct and armed with his 2 swords, Conrad fights. Well, actually, is that the... No. I might have to take a look at that. I was just taking a look at this again. His little shovel. Conrad fights by unleashing a merciless whirlwind that decapitates his opponents. I like it. I like it a lot. Shadu, the voice of the All-Mother. Native to the Bone Swamp, Shadu is a priestess who uses Nephalith to summon the Sylphae and unleash their powers on her opponents. Alright. Pretty cool. The Bone Swamp. I like the sound of that. And then Pyra, the Exile. Wild and withdrawn, Pyra is a talented archer whose powerful projectiles stun her enemies. I do like that pose as well. That pose does look pretty sick. I do like that. 2 tiles max exactly, and the gameplay is pretty fast-paced. I like that. I like that it's fast-paced. So a new one comes into play pretty quick. But if you leave enemies on the first tile, they come back. Oh. Yeah, it's only 2 tiles maximum at one time. Okay, thank you, Devil Max and Steven. That's interesting. So if you don't kill the enemies and then you reveal a new tile, those enemies go onto the new tile as well as new enemies from the new tile. So are you basically saying, like, you're going to have to still, even though you're leaving the one behind, you still want to make sure you're tackling those enemies before you keep on moving too fast? I do like the sound of that. Oh, you got me all excited with the fast-paced gameplay with this tile scrolling. Oh, yeah, you got me excited, man. Game components. So this is the 6 hero dashboards. A unique power and class specific stats for each hero. Okay. The boards look pretty cool too. I mean, if this is where was that board that we saw? This right here. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. The way that this token slots in. That's pretty cool. It just looks different, right? It looks really unique. And I'm a fan of Dice Combat, man. I am a fan. Oh, we're going too fast. Okay. All right, so 9 adventure tiles. I said exactly. Okay, cool. So 2 adventure tiles. There it is. Create the stunning game board. Subtle delineation shows the artwork at its best. See, I really like this one. And these look really interesting as well. Like these lava tiles. I like these. I think it was just like the board that I was originally looking at, like in this picture. From this picture, it just kind of looked like too much grass. You know, just from this right here. But, I mean, if... Oh, here we go, here. I did already look at this, but I'm right now I'm looking at the board a little closer. Let's see. Is it the same tiles that they've been showing off everywhere else? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, okay, so the artwork is growing on me. The artwork is growing on me. That is pretty cool. It's definitely different with these edges. You know what I mean? It's different with these edges of the tiles. All right, we got 16 damage loot markers. I'm thinking they are going to change the Fury and HP grids into dials. Okay. Is that side of that board with that yellow stuff, is that the Fury? I mean, I do like the look of that. I mean, it's different, right? Like this right here. It's different. It would make the board, you know, more complex to make, right? But I'm fine with dials if they go to dials. All right, 48. Here's all the cards. Okay. The artwork looks pretty cool. I like this right here. This the technique cards. I think that's cool right there with the artwork on the right hand side like that. That's pretty cool. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I heard that too. I know they are different, but I still feel Conan fills the roles of Anastyr does. That's interesting. And I just got all the new Conan stuff. I was kind of getting vibes from the board and from the hearing about the fast-paced gameplay. Yeah, the Conan vibe. I do kind of like the side-scrolling thing, and then but I think where it could be really fun is these. I guess it's called the Fury track, right? You could potentially get more Fury, and then do a bigger, like, combo and stuff like that. I'm still on the lookout for Conan. Yeah, Steven, if you're looking for a fast-paced game as well, yeah, dude, get Conan. Fantastic minis. Crazy good artwork. Love the theme. And that's kind of like, this theme kind of feels similar as well. It's a great point, Sebastian. It's a great point. 2 activation tiles. Here are all the quests. Okay. I do like the idea of the quests as well, right? I do like that idea. I do like that idea. Leader token, okay. Build up your fury to deliver a devastating attack. See, I really like that. I really like that. Just being able to do this huge attack, and hopefully it would be different. I don't know if it would be specific for each character. Like if this character has a specific fury attack, maybe Steven or Devil Max, you guys can answer this, or anybody for that matter. But like, does each character, oh, it does say 6 fury cards, right? So there's 6 heroes in the game. So does each character have their own fury attack? Or can you potentially have different fury attacks? Fury track on the side-scrolling aspect are both what interest me on the fence right now. Yeah, I'm on the fence too, man. This is a first look for me, so we're just kind of going through. But I do like that idea. It is different. Boss cards. Okay. All right, so here's the miniatures. That is pretty interesting for the minis. Guardian, Enchanter, and Warrior. Sylphe. These unpredictable creatures are usually lurking near their strange Nephalith stones. Okay. Here's the thing, though, Sebastian. It's that, I'm kind of now mentally comparing it to Conan, but I think here's what I'll say. If it's still, Conan is fast paced. I like fast paced games. Conan and what's the game we just kind of played recently with my wife? Project Elite. I love fast paced games. I feel like I don't have enough of them. So if this fills that role as well, I'm always looking for, these kinds of games. But it does kind of different things, right? You can go on quests now. You can have the Fury track and stuff like that, where you can do a cool thing. You have these mounts, which I don't know if they do, but, well, right here. Taming a wild beast as your mount is a risk that often pays off. Okay, so that's what I was going to lead into is, if you also get these mounts, hopefully they can also allow you to do this cool stuff, right? So, and then that side scrolling, you can have a lot of different layouts of the board. You know what I mean? So, both filling that fast-paced role theme, yes, I can sense it, right? Dice combat. But I do, so far, it seems like it might be different enough. We gotta wait and see a little bit more. Yes, each unique fury attack, but you can also combo off each other, I believe. Oh, that would be sweet. That would be sweet. If that is the case, I would always play this, like if I was playing solo, two-handed, right? Because you definitely want to combo off of each other, right? I think that would just be so cool. That would be fantastic. Okay, so the wild beast, 2 wild horses, 1 wild Hiati. Okay. I think they're similar art-wise, but from I have Red, the Conan gameplay is much different. Both games allow for going big. Yeah, dude, Steven. Yeah, going big, brother. Yeah, dude, and that's a great point. So Conan, it's all about that gem management, right? And the Overlord is very unique as well with the river system. I love Conan. I think it is a superb game. Love the fast-paced gameplay. I love the theme. But this, yeah, it looks like you can go big in a different way, and it's still giving you that fast-paced vibe, going on quests and stuff like that. I think both are going to be able to fit a certain role. Absolutely. And then we also have one wild lowland wyvern. That looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. Okay, so I guess also, in addition to just having a sculpt of your hero like this, right? You're also going to have them in a riding pose. Yeah, 6 mounted heroes. Okay, magnetic system ensures a perfect and solid connection to their mount. That is pretty cool, man. That is pretty cool that you could just be like, dude, I just found this wyvern, right? And I'm using this running through this scenario. And then I have another character that's riding on this Hiati. You know what I mean? Like, dude, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Yeah, and that's a good point. Devil Max Conan is more one versus many. Although they do have, they are putting out a lot more solo stuff. And they do have a few cooperative scenarios at this point. So they are, Conan is kind of rapidly expanding their possibilities and their scope of gameplay. But yeah, this seems like it's truly meant to be that co-op, right? I also received my Conan. They do look different, but the gameplay seems completely different to me. Yeah, and that's kind of where the more I'm seeing of the game, yeah, they both fit that role of probably fast-paced gameplay, but they're both going to do, pretty different things. Check out our heroes mounted and ready for bloody battle. Dude, that is pretty sick, right? That is pretty sick. That is pretty cool. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome. Yeah, that's pretty sweet, man. Just riding through. Look at this guy. Is you have to tame them at the start of each turn if you want to keep riding. Okay. Well, how easy was that? How easy was that? Because if it's something like you got like a 50-50 shot and then they would run away, I don't like it. I want it to be a high percentage that you keep them, but there still is that small risk that they could run away. Because if I'm getting something like this, cool, you want to keep it. I don't want to just like hop onto the horse, do a cool turn, and then they just run away. It's like, I don't know. All right, so minions, henchmen are men at arms. Okay. Yeah, dude, Mythic, they do have some pretty good minis. Look at these things. Look at these things. Okay. They act in groups. Okay. The higher the rank, the higher the damage. Okay, so we got the trackers, servants, both level 1s, sentinels. So there's 4 of those. Dude, just look, it's got like a lion on his helmet. That's pretty sick. That's a really cool looking mini right there. So is this. Sentinels and Slaughterers, level 2. Oh, shit. Queen Shields and Flayers, level 3. Damn, dude. So you get 2 of these Queen Shields and 4 Flayers. Did they say what happens if you can't bring another enemy in? Let's say you already have 2 Queen Shields on. Maybe you're already in trouble at that point, right? But you can't bring another Queen Shield on. Do you know what happens? Like, do you take a damage, or you just can't add them if you don't have the minis to bring them on? Or do you just bring in like another type of mini? You can either roll for it, or if you can spend a Fury. I'll have to read up on... Okay. All right. Is the rulebook available? Oh, shit. Look at this. Fanatics. Dude, that's sick right there. That is awesome. Good night. Look at the Devourer. My goodness, dude. Look at that thing. Oh my god. Look at that thing, man. They just strapped some swords to this thing, dude, and he's just running right in. And plus they got some decapitated heads on there. That is pretty insane, dude. I like the fanatics a lot. Look at that. I love that pose. All right, then we have the specialists. Are more powerful than minions. They can act alone. Okay. Skinner. Throat Slasher. Jeez, look. Look at that. And then the Hunter. That guy looks pretty cool. Okay, so there's one of each of those. And then you have this badass. Royal High Protector. Wow, dude. That's pretty crazy. That is awesome. That is sick right there. Alright, then you have some mini bosses. The most dangerous enemy in the game, apart from the boss, of course. One Behemoth. And what are the... We're going to check the size of these things again. Bader on one-eyed. Okay. Bidar on one-eyed. That's pretty cool. Look, he's carrying some heads. That's a sick weapon right there. Bidar. Okay, okay. And then we have Molokai. Jesus, man. Look at this thing. Is that like a war drum? God, that is so cool. All right, then we have a boss. All right, so these are all bosses right here. These right here. That's a boss. Yeah, that looks like a boss, right? Boss, an overpowering enemy that can only be defeated by targeting its weak points. Naka. Okay. And there's Anastyr, right? The Dragon Queen, it said, right? Oh, shit. Look at this thing. Anastyr and Volkar. Good night, dude. That is sick. That is sick right there. That is pretty freaking cool, man. That is pretty freaking cool. Uploaded tomorrow. Awesome. Okay. Uploaded tomorrow. Fantastic. Obviously a work in progress, right? But it still helps to check out some stuff. That is pretty sick. Do they... I just want to see a size comparison, kind of. You know, I know it might not be exact, but... Jeez, man. Dude, look at that. That is crazy, man. That is crazy. Yeah, the minis look phenomenal. The minis look phenomenal. Phenomenal. Yeah. Did Sam and them play against the boss? Or did they just play like a scenario that, you know, just didn't have one? I'm really curious now, dude. I'm going to have to watch the gameplay. Really curious. Really curious. About our minis, okay, 2 types of plastic, okay. In order to capture the highest possible detail, we use PVC, but for those parts of the miniature that require additional structural strength or are long and straight, such as spears and swords, we use ABS, which is more rigid and less prone to bending. Yep. Okay. Magnetic link. Our mounts and riders are bonded together by a clever system of neodymium magnets. It allows your hero a vast selection of mounts to ride, easily transferring them to one another. I'm gonna need more paint. Yeah. Yeah. No, they got whooped. That's awesome, dude. Oh, dude, yeah. Look at the size. Okay, 32 millimeter, 72. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. Wow. That is insane. Look, that thing right there is insane, too. That is crazy. The lore of Anastyr. Okay. So I'm not going to read all this right now. But that's cool they even have some lore right here. All the gameplay I've watched were only against normal monster. Okay, okay. Still, but you can get an idea, right? That's the point of it. Oh, there he is there. Paolo Parente. Italian maestro and art director of Anastyr. Yeah, dude, that guy has phenomenal artwork. Okay, and then you got some videos here. Okay. I'll have to watch some gameplay. Really excited. Is there anything else? Okay, so then we also have, I'm in the US, so 37. Oof. Yeah, I mean, that's to be expected, right? So what are the pledge levels again? We got 130 and 160. Okay, 130 and 160. I would imagine they'll probably, what, have maybe a dice pack again? Maybe you don't need it. Like an extra dice. Can't be potential for a playmat, right? Here's the one, right? Salmon, I think I just passed it. Here it is. Salmon JT. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to watch that. I'll have to watch that. Yeah. Estimated delivery July of next year. So add probably 3 to 6 months onto that, right? You're probably looking at the end. You're probably looking at the end of 2023 to get this. Pablo did some minis for Black Plague, and they were just crazy good. Yeah. Just 2 pledge levels right now, but you know there's going to be an all-in. Yeah, I know. I know. I mean, it just launched, right? The intent, the size scope will look like the Darkest Dungeon, so prepare your wallet if you want everything. Yeah, I know, man. The minis look phenomenal. 160, I mean, I guess for all that stuff, not terrible. Was this the, what was that 37? Was it the, just for the first pledge? Or is that for everything? Companion pledge. Okay, so that is for the 130. That is for the 130. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. It looks great though, man. It does look great. Yeah, this is just going over everything else. Okay, okay. I think what I'll probably just do now is maybe just back for the $1 just to get you know, updates and stuff like that. You will not be charged sale tax during the pledge manager. Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean it's steep, right? But it's that's to be expected for projects now. 130. I guess for the 130, getting the 15 for free, you know, that helps out a little bit. That dragon is pretty badass. And there is a lot of minis in there, right? And the artwork, you know, the sculpts are pretty amazing. Yeah, okay, I'm definitely going to watch some gameplay videos and then probably also read the rulebook as well. It looks cool. It does look really cool. I'm really interested about the fast-paced gameplay. I went all in on Darkest Dungeon with gameplay and some of the extras. Dang, dude. That's crazy, Steven. I did pass on that. It looked really good, dude. Steven, you do seem to like some Mythic Games as well, man. I still use some pics of Bard, so I'm going to try to get some this weekend. Yeah, dude, email them to brewsandboardgamesyt at gmail.com, man. And yeah, I'll check them out. I had somebody else too. Freddie sent me some pictures of his, what was it? It was Zombicide. I forget which one, but he painted some minis, sent me the pictures. Yeah, man, send them to me. I'll check them out. This looks good. This does look good. I'm going to try to read the rulebook and, yeah, watch some gameplay. But I am curious. I mean, the fast-paced gameplay, the dice combat, and plus going on these quests. And I do like this the system of the tiles just going, you know, one after the other. And if it is that fast, you know, if I see something like that, I like that mechanic. So I would want to use that quite a bit during the game. So as long as that is the case and it's that fast that you're moving through, right? And but you also have to think about, hey, we don't want to run to this tile just yet because we got like 5 more enemies on that previous tile. So we're going to have more from the new one that pops up plus those 5 remaining there. So I like that whole idea of it. And I also love the idea of working together to possibly, and if you're right, I'll read the rule book, but if you can kind of combo off with each other doing these fury attacks, I love the sound of that, dude. I think that's going to be really cool. It does. I am already starting to see like some, you know, some cool things play out. That's pretty awesome. I may have a soft spot. Yeah, you do, man. It's all good, brother. It's all good. So yeah, that's gonna be Anastyr. It looks really cool, and I hope I've been saying that right the whole time. Anastyr or Anastyr. Yeah, I do like that. I do like this. The only thing though is, I hope, I hope that they do these standees a little different. I do hope they do these standees a little different because to me sometimes it looks kind of silly with like just phenomenal artwork, great looking minis, and then you got these like standees on the board. It's not terrible if the standees are done pretty good. I don't like all this white border around the standees, right? Really making it kind of stand out in, I think they could be better. Like if you just kind of get rid of the white around it, that extra white. I don't know how hard that is. Again, I don't know any kind of process of making these things, but if you could, that would be ideal. Or make them like see-through, so at least it would like blend in a little bit with the board. Yeah, but that's just a minor thing. And the artwork is really growing on me. And I guess we would have to see more of the tile art as well, right? Because it looks like right now, I mean, there's 9, right? There's 9 double-sided tiles. We're not seeing 9. So I guess the potential for a drastically different environments is pretty high, right? So I'm sure you can expect some crazy good looking things. Okay, pretty cool, man. And it looks like you have different symbols on there. I guess, I'll have to read the rule book, but really cool, man. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm just going to pledge at the $1 for now just to get updates and stuff like that. But it looks really cool, man. I don't have anything bad to say. I mean, except that my wallet's going to be crying a little bit, right? It's just too many games, man. There's too many games. All right, cool. So that's Anastyr or Anastyr. I think they're going to have 3D terrain for this, like 6 each. Yeah, this would be a great game for 3D terrain. Absolutely. I do hope for a variety of biomes. Okay, so that's what they're called, biomes. Yeah, dude. The artwork looks great. So if, they can have all these different types of scenarios come up, like scenarios, artwork on the boards, yeah, that would be fantastic. That would be absolutely fantastic. It might be one of those things like for this kind of scenario, use, boards 1 through 5. Is that way you're not going from instantly from like a grass field to a lava pit, something like that. I don't know. That might still be pretty cool though, right? And just looking at the BGG page, I tell you what, actually, let's look at what kind of updates do they have. Okay, so this is just going over the amounts, right, or the unlocks. Okay. It's funded, yep. Okay. The unlocks. What are people saying about it? Diorama backdrop. Oh, dude. A diorama backdrop would be sick. That would be freaking awesome. They do have some pretty fantastic miniatures. Yeah. Wow. Both are possible. You can pick one-shot mission. See, I like that as well, right? I'm at this point where it's like campaign games are pretty cool, but at the same time, it's like I need these with like the one-offs, right? I need them to be one-offs as well. Oh, here we go. Dan's here. Look at the games that are 72 weeks away versus read rules for a game 72 hours away. Interesting choice, bro. Yeah, dude. Dan's going to get on my case about Mage Knight. Dan's going to keep getting on my case about Mage Knight, man. I'm gonna have it down. I have it on the kitchen table upstairs. I'm gonna learn it, man. I promise you. I promise. I was getting out the game and I was like, wow, some of this stuff really does look like Euthia. So I guess Euthia definitely did get some things from Mage Knight, right? I mean, even coming down to the I don't know if it's the enemy attack cards, but like those silver and gold cards with the fist on there, like it's the same thing, right? So, and even the tokens that I guess you place on the board, that kind of reminds me of Euthia as well. So I guess I guess it is just people that loved Mage Knight and just kind of wanted to take that and but also put their own spin on it. Yeah, it looks cool though. So I'm curious, man. We'll see Friday. We will see Friday. I'm a little scared as well. Okay, so that's Anastyr, right? Like I said, I'm probably just gonna do $1 right now. It did hit 300, so I guess it unlocks something else. So yeah, very cool, very cool. And the other one I wanted to talk about was hold his feet to the fire, Dan. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Dan will be there giving me a hard time about, well, instead of looking at those campaigns, you could have been reading the rule book a little bit more, right? Yeah, we'll see, man. I might surprise you, Dan. I might surprise you. All right, so that's Anastyr. Now let's take a look at Sleeping Gods, Distant Skies. Now, I've never played Sleeping Gods. Again, this is one I've heard really good things about. It does look really good. So it's coming back around with an expansion, it seems. And this is on Gamefound. Again, if you guys are curious, I put links in the description below. I haven't looked at this campaign at all either, so we're just basically going through this and just seeing what looks interesting. So let's go back up to the top here. Okay, so this is a standalone sequel. Okay, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. I always did love the artwork on this. This is a Ryan Lockett game, right? And he did a few other games. And I believe he did the artwork for all those games. And it just looks phenomenal. And I love the book. I love the folding book. I just think that is such a good idea. It looks great, dude. The artwork is phenomenal. Fantastic solo play. Okay. I'm all about that. Hundreds of branching quests, a vast new land to explore in the world of Sleeping Gods. No need to have played the original game. Okay. Why back now? So instead of $100, you can get it for $85. And free collector's edition bonuses. Collector's edition content limited to crowdfunding, our website, and conventions. 3 extra combat dice. 15 metal stamina tokens. Airplane miniature is painted. Game box. Oh, man. I don't know. Embossed. Oh, shit. Don't make fun of me, man. With foil title. Okay. Plus 2 surprises. Revealed during the campaign. April 22nd and April 28th. I'll be playing Mage Knight then. Can't check the surprises till next day. Now available in print. Primeval Peril. Revised and expanded. New stories and quests. Streamlined gameplay. Atlas with new maps. Okay. Yeah, I always heard good things about this game. From a lot of different people. And I am curious to try it. One of the best games ever made. No pun included. Okay. Yeah, see, here's all the reviews right here. Yeah, Z loved it. I think Mike liked it as well. So did Tom. Yeah, there it is. Nominated Game of the Year and all that jazz. Foreteller. I've never used Foreteller. But I think they had... what game did they also have narration for? I think it was a game that I played that I meant to check. I meant to see. Was it? It wasn't Tainted Grail, was it? Shit, I'm forgetting it. I'm forgetting the game. But I always love to have like these narration to kind of put you into the mood a little bit more for these games. So that's cool to see. That is cool to see. Okay, still going over the Foreteller. So here we have the pledge levels. Distant Skies, everything new is 128. I mean, I guess it is a standalone, right? And you also get the Primeval Peril, it looks like. August 23rd, so, add 3 to 6 months at least. Distant Skies pledge. Okay, so just Distant Skies. 85. Sleeping Gods original game. 205. Wow. painted steamship miniature, metal coins, 3D resources, and the dungeons expansion. Also includes Tides of Ruin expansion, max journal, and a battle mat. $205 seems like a lot though. And then Sleeping Gods complete collection pledge, $333. Man, that is quite a bit. That is quite a bit. I mean, I guess this is a standalone, right? So you won't need the original. Can you still, how can you acquire the original? Is that, do they sell like retail copies in stores? Oh yeah, they do. Like on Game Nerds and stuff like that. I think I've seen it before. What about the expansion, Tides of Ruin? Maybe everything. So what are you actually missing? Like if you did this Sleeping Gods original game pledge, are you missing out on like the painted steamship, metal coins, 3D resources? Are you missing out on that stuff? Because 205 seems like quite a bit. Tides of Ruin. Yeah, so I'm thinking all this stuff is probably extra. $3D resources. Look at that. Okay. Painted ship, battle mat. Okay, alright. Yeah, I mean, that stuff is cool, but this might just be one of those things where maybe I just get Sleeping Gods, the core game, retail, try that first, then maybe try Tides of Ruin if it's available. I might just have to look at a comparison of like the two from retail to Kickstarter. I did pull up the Kickstarter page for the original campaign. Oh, geez, look at this. Wow. All right, look at this. Sleeping Gods Ultimate Combo. Sleeping Gods, and this is from the first campaign. Tides of Ruin, 40 metal coins, max journal, soundtrack, and flexible battle mat. That went up $55. $55 it went up. I know times are tough, right? That's 55 is a decent chunk of change. Oof. 55. This is one game I know nothing about, but I've seen the first one at my LGS for a lot cheaper, but it is the retail version. Yeah, dude, and I think this is one of those games I'd be fine with, right? Dude, if I didn't get Max Journal or the Metal Coins or what is the Dungeons expansion? Maybe you just go to one of these locations and Desert Grotto, Caldera Fortress. Yeah, I don't know. Add 6 dungeons to explore in your journeys, through the world of Sleeping Gods. You can add this into the base game right away. Includes new adventure cards, maps, stories, and resource tokens. Johnny, what's up? If I play Sleeping Gods, it would be solo, but I'm not a fan of having to play 4 characters plus the captain for the new game. Is that what you have to do? That is still a lot, but I guess it's better than like 9 like the original. Oh, yeah, that's right. You have to control each character, right? Like at least 9 characters. 4 characters plus the captain for the new game. Yeah, I mean, 4 is a lot better than 9, dude, right? That is a lot better. Oh, man. Then now that you say that, have I seen any reviews of this as a solo game? Because that can start to be a lot, right? 9 characters. Dude, I struggle with 1. You know what I mean? I struggle with 1. But joking aside, I mean, even 2, yeah, because I think, Steven, you're on this ship, right? So you have to, there's like a cook and like a captain and all these other various roles on the ship. And I like Johnny saying, I think you have to control each one of those. So if you had multiple players, each person could have like, 3 characters that they're controlling at a time. But that's still even that's still a lot. I don't know, man. 4 does seem a lot better. And maybe that's the idea, right? They wanted to give you the Sleeping Gods experience, but like maybe have you control less characters so it's not as much of a burden controlling all that stuff. But I mean, I don't know how complicated it is to control those characters either. Like, are you just doing one turn, like one action on your turn or something like that? I don't know. But 205 from 150 is quite a jump. That is quite a jump. Yeah, I mean, this is probably going to be, yep, I'm with you, Johnny. I set it up, read the rules, and within 3 turns, I felt like I was having to lead an army. Boxed it up and sold it for $20 more than I paid. Called it a win. Damn, Dan. Yeah, $20 more is, yeah, that's a win, dude. Got your money back plus some. And Dan, you were playing it solo, right? So 3 turns, I felt like I was having to lead an army. I mean, is it that complicated? Like on your turn, like for this character, you got to do all this stuff, and then you got to move over to this character, and you got to do that like 9 times. Yeah, that can feel like a lot. That can feel like a lot, especially for how complicated the turn is for that individual character. That's what I'm saying. So like, I mean, even taking a game like Mac and Arcana or like Planet Apocalypse and stuff, dude, I'm losing track of just 2 characters sometimes. But those actions for those characters might be a little bit more complicated. I don't know. But either way, even if it wasn't, even if it was so simple, and you're still controlling 9, that's still a lot. That's still a lot. Yeah, I mean that's a pretty big jump. So what is the base or the new one? Distant Skies, 85. But didn't they just say now available in print? Right? So it seems like you're going to be able to buy everything in retail. I mean, I think they even had a little section of, is this coming to retail? I mean, either way, it's going to be available on their website, right? So it seems like you're not going to miss out on anything. I mean, you are going to get this little discount. Specialized for a skill, and it was spread a bit too thin for me. Okay, okay. Yeah, but everybody praises this game, dude. I mean, except some of you. It seems like it's just a lot if you're playing solo. Now that you guys say it, I don't know if I've ever seen a review for this solo. Because that's how I'm going to be playing these games. Like, straight up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. So I think this is going to be one where I'm probably just going to pick up the base game retail, try it out. If I still enjoy it, maybe get the expansion. Primal was a print and play. They were offering it for free. Now they are selling it in a box with all the components. Okay, okay. Oh, now available in print. Okay. But either way, I think that's still going to be available in retail stores, right? SBGK, what's up, man? I almost picked up Sleeping Gods, but 9 characters at a time was too much for me. It does sound like it. I think especially I am definitely not going to go in for like 205 just to have that same experience of like, this is too much to control, and then try to sell it. And are you going to sell it at 205? I don't know, man. Dan might have just got lucky with his $20 bump up, but that was probably also from the first campaign of 150, right? Yeah, this one might be a little harder to sell. Yeah, I don't know, man. This might be one that I just end up passing on, because especially I'm not getting that feeling from this game of like, I need those metal coins. I need that painted boat or airplane, right? I don't feel that urge for this, but I do want to play the game. It is interesting me, at least to give it a shot. Sleeping Gods for 80. Yeah. Like all this stuff here. I don't feel a strong urge to get this stuff. So if I did, yeah, maybe I just check out the retail. I just check out the retail. Yeah, okay. I am really curious though. Yeah, all right. I think what I'm probably still gonna do. I don't think I'm gonna back this at $1. I think the other one, Anastyr, I am gonna back at $1, just to get the updates as well as, you know, access to the PM. I might end up going more before it goes to the pledge manager. But for this, I don't think I'm gonna do that even. It interests me, but I don't have the urge. Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. I don't feel that urge, man. I'm just not feeling it. Especially for this price. Especially for this price. And I don't think these surprises are gonna, you know, waver me or get me more interested. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the one I am super excited about is Anastyr, though, man. It looks really cool. It looks really cool. But again, it's gonna be. I mean, to try it, you know, you're gonna have to pay that 130. 130 plus 37. It's quite a bit. That is quite a bit. Oh, my wife's calling me. Hold on 1 second, guys. I do apologize. All right. All right. Well, kids are crying. I have to go, unfortunately. But yeah, so those were the campaigns. At least we got to take a look at them. Really cool stuff. Yeah, the miniatures look fantastic. Fantastic in Anastyr. So yeah, I'm going to be back tomorrow for Uprising Curse of the Last Emperor. I got the game right here. I got to set it up. And then Friday is going to be Mage Night. So join me. Come watch me get my... She's telling you to back Anastyr. Yeah, dude, yeah. I don't think so. I will, Dan. Yeah. So yeah, this was fun, guys. I do want to do this more in the future. I do want to get some more campaign coverage. And, you know, this is better for me that I can interact with you guys. Do it like a first look at these games. You know, we can kind of go through it together. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Tune in tomorrow for Uprising. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then Mage Night. And if you haven't, please give this video a like. And till next time, I'll catch you guys later. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Peace.